Hi everyone. I hope you guys can hear me. My mic has been acting a little weird, but we're gonna just keep this crocheting together on this channel at least. So today I am going to be doing a 24-hour crocheting session for myself. And I am just basically going to catch up on all of the things I've crocheted. If you guys can see behind me a little bit, that's all the projects I have on this couch, like for the most part. And once I'm done doing those things, I'm working on a blanket. I already finished one blanket from last week, and I basically was like, let me keep using this yarn that I'm not using. And two of them are going to my friend. I Because she has kids, and I was like, you know what, the kids can use this, or you can take it from the kids. It's whatever. And I'm making the second one. The second one's on the couch. But I can show you guys what the first one looks like. All up in me. So the ends are weaved in. They are weaved in, everybody. So yeah, this is the first blanket I finished. I accomplished. And the second one is going to be like a red and black one. Basically, I was just like, let me just start getting creative with these things. I'm on my phone, and I will be using the timer from my iPad because I do have a camera. Like I wouldn't invest in a camera, but the camera is not, it's small. So it's so small that it won't fit my ring camera. Not my ring camera, my ring light. And yeah, so basically that's just how how we're rolling today. And if I do have some time after I am done uh finishing this blanket, because I started like sometime in the beginning of this previous week, because I'm recording on a Saturday, then we not we but you guys are going to be here. Then yeah, I can say we then I should be done with it by tomorrow. I'm not going to stay up the whole 24 hours because I do have a working 9 to 5 job, and I don't want to throw off my sleep schedule so bad that it messes with me. So yeah, but if I do have some time, I would like to crochet or start crocheting one of my summer tops because it's about to hit July, and honestly, I just want to do something before it hit August, because by then I'm getting ready for spooky season. We are all getting ready for spooky season, and if you're not a spooky girly, well, I'm sorry, but we're going to be celebrating spooky season technically already now, but I'm just going to tone it down right now for everybody because I'm a spooky girly at heart. So that's what we're doing for this crochet along. Like I said, I have my timer, and yeah, we're gonna start at the 24-hour mark. So let's just jump into the video. So it has been officially, oops, I'm dropping stuff, 4 hours, and I am almost done with this blanket. Let me see if I can share it. Apparently I cannot share it right now. So yeah, I'm almost done. After this row of red, I might keep going, and I might keep like I'll stop at black officially, but I'm almost done with this blanket, and after that I'm going to see how long I'm going to be crocheting for, because I didn't think I would honestly finish this blanket within like 4 hours time. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. I don't know. I didn't think I would do this in 4 hours, but I see what people mean saying like I'm a fast crocheter, because I did one blanket. I finished that last week, and then this week I'm finishing another blanket. So yay me, but at the same time I'm giving my fingers a break after this. I'm probably going to take an hour break, and then I'm going to crochet during the night. So it's basically 9 o'clock, and I still technically have 14 hours to crochet. And I know I checked in on, well, last time I was crocheting it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, but and I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, like what happened, like, you know, like where did the time go, why are you still on 14 hours, you should still be on 7 hours. Well, I'm on my cycle, and guess what? It's just gonna be one of those days. So it might be done, because I am on like I'm like, I have like 3 more to go, and then I'm gonna start on the flowers. So by the time that I am done making all the vines, actually no, I think I only have 2 more to go, because I forgot about this one I made. This is a smaller one, and I didn't know how I wanted to do it, but I probably have 1 more to go, like 1 more long one to do, and then I'm going to start making the flowers. I'm just currently what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to get the motivation back up to do it, because if I don't, y'all, this video will not be done until like the following week. And then I said every 2 to 3 weeks I will be dropping videos, so I don't want to make myself a liar. I've been doing good so far with making content, and yeah, so, and hopefully by the time this video drops, I should be on to my next project, and I should be feeling a lot better. So after this, you guys are going to probably see me making the flowers, and then you guys are going to see like the little small layout of what I had going for like for my outside patio for the most part. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna stop talking y'all's ears off, and I'm gonna go back to crocheting, and you guys are gonna go back to watching me crochet. Okay, so the last time I was filming, it was like the other past weekend. I feel so terrible. But my cycle was like really beating me up, y'all. So I had to take like a break. And then I had to work, and I wasn't going to be working and then crocheting, and then something was gonna fall through the cracks. So I just went ahead and just stopped. Um Currently I am back on the challenge. I have okay, there we go. I currently have 12 hours left, which is not terrible. And I decided to take a break from making leaves. I posted them up. Hopefully I remember to put a picture in here. If not, you guys will probably see at the end. But I decided to make something more fun for myself. So I decided to make this washcloth type of thing. It's gonna be in my kitchen. I'm going to block it because I was going through my yarn, and I just wanted to get rid of some more yarn. I officially noticed that I have a green problem because when I was organizing some of my yarn that can fit on this yarn shelf that I bought myself, like it's like a yarn rack. It's like how you would hang up shoes, but you use it for yarn. That's what I have. So I realized I have a lot of yellow and a lot of green because I have like technically 3, 4, 5 balls of green, and then I have a whole nother small shelf of green in my room. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta go through this. So I'm using this now to get rid of this, and this is like old yarn. This is Lily Sugars and Cream. Like, this is when I first started crocheting, and I guess I never really used it because it was rough, and I see why I didn't use it. It's so freaking rough. Like, I don't know what these girls were putting on their bodies with this, but this is rough. Like, I remember when I was first crocheting, and it was just rough to crochet with, and now I realize why I never touched it afterwards. So I'm just gonna keep making these until I run out. So yeah, that's the update for right now. I'm going to try and not stop this challenge now because I have 12 more hours and I do have a lot more free time on my side. So yeah. Hi, how are you? Hi everyone. So you have reached the end of my 24 hours of crocheting, and this is the low-key reflection period of everything. So I'm just going to tell you guys like how I felt, what I felt like I could have done better, and honestly, like, just the vibe, the general feels of everything that happened during that week of me crocheting. So let me say, like, when I started this challenge, I did not start when my cycle was on. So when that happened, I was like, oof, I don't know how long I'm gonna crochet for it. I could knock this out in 2 hours, but I don't know. So I started crocheting a blanket, and it was a red and black blanket, and I am giving that to my friend. And then I was just like, oh, I ran out of black yarn. Let me put a pause on this. Maybe I have some more in the back. I'll check later. That was my initial thoughts. Okay. So I started working on another blanket that I have. And this blanket is a green and black blanket. And I already made some of the granny squares, and they're like, I wanted to make it a throw, basically. Like, just throw it on my couch, leave, come back to it, just a throw. So when I got to my last row of like the greens and the blacks and stuff, I realized, oh yeah, I ran out of black. So therefore, I got to stop doing this blanket. I attached the last row that I could attach, and that's it. Okay, that was it. So technically, I did 2 blankets in less than, I'm gonna say, 15 hours, but they were already pre-started. So therefore, um, but they're done technically. I personally still want to go to the store and get some more black. I might do that later this week and finish it so my friend will be good. I'll be good because then I'll have a blanket on over here or over here, whatever, probably background. And I'm going to, just do that whenever I can't feel like it, whatever. So after that, I hit the what mark was I on? I think I was like past the 10-hour mark. So I was at the probably like the 9-hour mark. Yeah. Yeah, 9 hour because after those two, it was like 9 hours. So after that, I decided I was going to work on my decorations for my apartment. And I had like this whole idea. Maybe I'll make another video for it, but I had this whole idea of like this green, like evergreen forest type of vibes and whatnot because I live in the city and I just wanted something different. So I decided to crochet these leaves. I have them right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. See it? Can you see it? There we go. I crocheted these leaves, right? And I wanted to put them first on my balcony, like the opening of my balcony to see how this will look. But then I had electrical problems during that week. So for like the last 2 days, maintenance was coming into my apartment in and out, and I couldn't really hang them up like how I want to without them falling. And then when maintenance finally left, they were falling repetitively. So therefore, I couldn't I couldn't really do anything, and I was sad because before I wanted to make these flowers for um for these leaves, I wanted to see how they would drape or how I wanted them to drape, but it was not draping the way I wanted it to do. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to make, like I said, make another video for it. But right now, it's just a no go. Um, so that's another thing I did. And then when I was like, dang, I'm hitting the 9 to 8 hour mark, and I got two blankets. Technically, they're done, but they're not the way I want them. I have all these leaves that I cannot put up yet. And then I was like, what else can I do? So I decided to go towards the back in my closet, look through the yarn, everything. And I found out I didn't have any more black to at least do these blankets. Like it was like an itty bitty ball like this big. And I'm like, these blankets are like my height. And if you guys want to reference, I'm 5'5". I'm short, okay? But they're big as me. And that little bee ball was not going to do anything. So I was like, let me grab some yarn that I know I'm not going to use and make something out of it. And then I was looking through like my kitchen, my living room. And I was like, what is it that I don't need? And then I realized I don't need, I don't need, what is it that I do need that I can make? And I was like, let me make some hand rags, let me make some dish towels, whatever, right? So I have this yarn. Where is this yarn? Where's the label? I had the Lily's sugar and cream yarn. And when I tell you, I remembered why I stopped crocheting with this, why I rebuked this in the name of Jesus, because this yarn hurts my hands to the core. And I remembered why I bought it in the first place, because everybody was recommending the yarn at first, but they weren't saying the yarn is tough to crochet with until you wet it, And I was just like, oh no, 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 no. Mm-mm. So in the mix of that, I crocheted this little hand scrubby. It was nothing serious. And then I crocheted two hand towels, like little hand washcloths, whatever. I got two of these. I crocheted two. And then I was like, okay, this yarn can go. Threw the rest out. I was like, I'm not hurting my hands anymore for this, because I took two breaks in the mix of um an hour and a half of me crocheting, just so my hand, because my hands were cramping up so terribly with this yarn. And I have a furrows hook, but I have furrows hooks, so therefore my hands don't really get as bad. And then before I started even working with this, I wasn't even really crocheting. I was just chilling, like having a decent day. So yeah, that's what I did. And now this yarn, respectfully, can go to hell. Respectfully, I won't crochet with it unless there's a softer version of this. Yeah. Another thing that I did outside of that, and I think I spent the majority of my time not crocheting, doing was I was winding up yarn. I have a wine yarner, a wine a yarn winder. There we go. I don't know what's going on with me today. So I was winding up this cute little pinky ball of yarn that I had in my closet for the longest, and I decided to make something out of it. Well, make like I decided to wind it up so I can make something because I bought a pattern after I took a break from using this yarn, the other yarn. And I was like, okay, I can use this to make the pattern and see where it goes, right? Then I started on the pattern just to see how it was done, and then I was getting confused myself. So that was another hour that I was doing crocheting, and then I realized she had a video, and I was just like, I could have just watched the video. Oh well, it was probably the lack of uh me just honestly thinking with these 24 hours of crocheting. So I will probably make another, well, it's no probably, I will make another video and I will probably show you guys like how I was doing with that. But I have like 4 of these small little baby yarns and I'm going to use it, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be fabulous. Okay. And then I think I ended up winding up some more yarn because I bought a yarn, like kind of like a shoe rack basically. And it was very useful because I have a lot of yarn. This kind of opened up my eyes to how much yarn I had. I had like a lot of greens, definitely a lot of green. I had like a lot of yellows, reds, and I was just like, wow, okay, I can use this. I can try and use this. So my next video, which will probably be like in another week or so after I drop this, I don't know when, will show you guys like me going through my yarn, actually crocheting the things that I want, and then getting ready for spooky season. So with the yellows and the greens and everything, I can try to incorporate that into my next project. I did go through some of my red, but I have a lot of red, like a lot. So that opened me up, and then I think that was about it. Yeah, because that one took a long time because like I was organizing, going through everything, and I was like, you know what, I can do that instead of crocheting because honestly, I didn't really know what to crochet. I couldn't really hang up the flowers. I couldn't hang up my vine leaves. I couldn't hang up nothing. So I was just like, let me just do something else. Okay. So that's how my 24 hours went. Basically, this made me realize how fast of a crocheter I am. And maybe I should learn how to pace myself just a smidge bit more, just a little bit more, because I felt like I could have honestly, like just looking back on it too, I could honestly just calm down and had like I could have just been done with after making the leaves and winding up the first set of yarn that I did. But I was such in a rush. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I am. Like when I'm hyper focused, like I'm just there, like I'm here, I'm there, and I'm just like, and we're gonna get it done type of thing. But that's just how it is. Will I do this again? No. Not anytime soon, no. I will probably do this within the 24-hour range. No. Will I do this every 6 months or so? Yeah. So I can get through and see what yarns I don't need anymore. Probably again. And this time have a better plan of what I'm going to be doing. And I think that's it. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you're new here, hi, welcome. Welcome to the party. We're going to be doing a lot of interesting things, and I just want to, we're just going to keep it rolling, and we're going to have fun. That is the purpose of these videos. We're just going to have fun. So I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I will see you guys next time.